Somewhere along the way, we lost touch with ourselves, the voice of our intuition. But deep down, we remember how freeing it felt to be authentic, free from fear, self-doubt, and judgment. Then something broke that connection. Society trained us to follow the rules, trading authenticity for acceptance. Trauma trained our nervous system to prioritize survival over our gut instincts. Together, they silenced your inner GPS, your gut intelligence. They taught you to doubt your truth, forget your wisdom. But not anymore. Hi, I'm Susan K. Worley, founder of Shift, the Gut Intelligence Blueprint. This season, we're reclaiming our power with neuroscience, raw stories, and my blueprint to show you how you got off course and how to come back home. But don't expect therapy on rocking chairs. Nope. We're getting off the chair and into the challenge zone, even in this rain. We've got a zip line, a tower to climb, and fears to face on the obstacle course so you can elevate your consciousness. And I'll tell you a little bit about my story. I got interested in increased gut intelligence because when I was 5 years old, I was super intuitive. And I knew that the man that was raising me was not my birth father. And so I asked my mom, and she denied it. And she told me it was my silly imagination. Why? Because she was protecting her own secret. But what that created in me was an unconscious imprint that I couldn't trust my gut. That it must be my silly imagination if she's telling me that it is. But then as I learned to meditate and listen within to that voice of intuition, I found out the truth. And this was before Ancestry.com. And from that experience, I created the Gut Intelligence Blueprint. Are you ready to reconnect with the wild, wise force within? It's time to reclaim your inner authority right alongside the 7 real-life contestants you're about to meet. Meet Jude and John. One of the contestants, a couple, caught between ego and intimacy. Now they'll learn to drop control to waltz instead of wrestle.
I'm here to learn how to unencapsulate my emotions.
We just stopped learning how to communicate with each other. So I really want to gain that back.
Meet Yola, a gifted artist shadowed by her father's perfectionism. Now she'll be learning how to trust her gut and risk criticism to reveal her truth on canvas.
When I was a little girl, all what I wanted was to be loved and accepted. But I didn't grow up with this kind of feelings. My father, a man of harsh words and high expectations, with time, I started to believe that something was wrong with me, that I was not good enough.
Meet Hallie, a visionary educator wrestling with her inner conflict. She was told she could do anything, just don't get too big. Now she's ready to break out of that box.
It's weird for me to be like, it's been 2 years and I've really done nothing with my ideas. And I'm learning it's because I think as a child, I always felt like I can be different, but not too different.
And meet Marissa, called too much her whole life. Now she'll be learning how to channel her emotions as a gateway to her intuitive power.
Marissa, how are you feeling so far?
A little nervous. It's dark and rainy. I wanted it to be sunny and cheerful, but it's an adventure.
I am here because I am excited about this opportunity to work, being uncomfortable with, I guess, the belief of too much, too sensitive, too emotional, too intense.
Meet Carissa, a soldier trained to stand still and stay silent. Trauma and tragedy led her to hoarding. Now she's ready to tap into her anger and make the shift she has in mind.
I am here today because I tend to live in the past. And I did a lot of work for grieving, and now I just feel a little stuck.
Meet Jenna, third gen business owner With a smile that hides the cost, she's paying off Gramps and ready to step into her own legacy.
I am here because I bought my grandfather's business 2 years ago, and he started it 53 years ago. I didn't want to be this young female making all these big changes. So I am looking forward to shifting into being the business owner.
Peggy was supposed to come today with her husband, Pete. Hey, but shift happens. Now she's facing her abandonment wounds alone, ready to shift into true empowerment. Where's Pete, Peggy?
He's unable to join us because he needs a triple bypass.
I have come to do the shift to improve my marriage and my business. I struggle with complex PTSD from childhood, abandonment issues from parents, and physical and mental abuse.
How are you on the nervous anxiety schedule?
I'm chill right now.
Now you've met our cast, each at a crossroads where ego meets the edge and intuition whispers, psst, this way. This season on Shift, we're breaking patterns from the inside out. What you and they are about to learn is this. Transformation doesn't happen in your head. No, it happens in your gut. And it starts by getting your ego out of the way. So join us. This is also your moment to shift.
I developed like a fear of heights now though. So before when I did it, it was like fine.
Hi everyone. Hi Susan. Are you ready for the big day? Yes.
How are you?
Oh yeah. Welcome to Shift, the gut intelligence blueprint. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you didn't trust your gut? Maybe you felt something was off, but you shoved it down. Or you talked yourself out of what you knew was true. That ends today. You're holding the blueprint, backed by science, to trust your gut at cheetah speed. When we're done reviewing it, we head out to the challenge course.
Okay.
Where fear, self-doubt, and judgment will actually chatter louder than it is right now. But don't worry, I've got your back. You're gonna learn how to shift from reaction to intuition. Okay, everyone, are you ready to shift? Woohoo! All right, well, first I want to introduce you to Lindsay. So Lindsay's going to be acting as your scorekeeper because we are going to be keeping scores on each of the courses that we're going to. This will not be your final score for elimination, but it will be considered in the final vote. We're not talking about teamwork. We're talking about shifted out of their what? Level 2 consciousness, their fear, their self-doubt, their judgment. They got that ego, what? Psh, out of the way, and they're intuitively aligned. Half of you are gonna get a single challenge after today to help you shift to the next level. And that challenge will be tailor-made just to you and your imprint. The other half of you are gonna have a group challenge. And the group challenge is going to be tailor-made to help all of you shift out of your imprint and your ego. What we're going to do now is we're going to walk over to the obstacle course. And on the way there, I want you to practice getting in alignment with your intuition. And I'm going to help you through that practice with the stop technique as a meditation walk. So let's get started. Let's take a deep breath. We're doing the stop technique right now. Slow down and breathe. I want you to tune inside, feel that inner incongruency. And I want you to observe yourself, your highest self, aligned with your intuition, and ask your intuition to perceive a possibility that works for you and the good of the all.
On the meditation walk for me, I was really trying to just get into the mindset of it's going to happen. I'm going to get that to that place of fear in my gut. I'm going to stop. And I just anticipate that I'm going to do what I need to do, I'm going to see the challenge and I'm going to take it.
For me, during the walk, I
tapped into the right side of my brain, and instantly it said trust.
The meditation walk, coming down, I was more focused on the mud, even though I was trying to breathe at the same time, but I was having problems trying to make that connection.
As Susan was walking us out here, she was telling us to breathe. I did the constant, we call it pranayama, the breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and staying connected to my gut. So when I stepped up here, all I had was total focus on what I had to do right there, right now.
When we did the meditative walk up, so the stop theory, just stop, take a deep breath, listen to what my gut is saying, and do that.
I'm gathering a common theme from all of you. And what I'm hearing is that our meditation out here, first of all, helped you to really get focused and centered in your gut and helped you to listen to yourself. So when you got out there, you were making choices for you that were right for you. And you felt empowered. Thank goodness the rain has shifted. So we've begun the shift. Woohoo!
Alrighty, boom. Just going up and over the top here. Hold on to this big silver ring. Just so that everything sits comfortably for you. Okay, perfectly natural when you've never done something before.
I'm so excited.
That's what we like to hear.
I really am.
Give the waistband once more. Once I get the rest of these all tightened up, right?
Oh, yours is backwards.
Just all the way around.
Yeah, the logo goes in front.
That might be why it's not feeling right.
No,
Here's some gloves for you.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
I'm just really excited. The weight, like, I don't know, like I don't feel nervous. I feel excited. But what I am reflecting on is like, why does this not scare me? But like, what I want to shift does? You know what I mean?
All right, you are on two separate teams. There's team 1 and team 2. And as you go through the 18 elements, you're going to receive 1 point for completing that element. Then when you get to the 19th element, which is pretty tough, you'll get 5 points if you complete that element.
It's time to shift.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, this isn't a team effort, it's a you effort. So what's your intention?
Trust.
Trust.
Breathe.
Do it.
Just do it. Like Nike said. Okay, meet yourself out there. Don't deny your fear, self-doubt, and judgment. Meet it square on with your breath. All right, are you ready? Lindsay's going to give us the countdown.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When you use this technique, and it's an acronym for slow down and breathe, you slow down and breathe into your belly. Do you know there's more neurons, neurotransmitters, and hormones in your gut than in your head brain? So when you slow down and breathe and you tune into that gut alert, you are bringing those neurons and neurotransmitters and hormones up the vagus nerve and creating a whole new pathway where you can get to intuition and enlightenment in your brain.
I did catch myself holding my breath a few times, and then I remembered, okay, breathe. And when I felt my stomach get nauseous, I knew that was it.
The nature is really helping. I love nature and I feel relaxed and more connected with myself and my intuition. So I think when I will have bad thoughts, I will go outside for a walk or to my garden and take a few breaths and think that everything is good.
And hear the difference between that chattering voice and that voice of intuition, because they're completely different sounds. So at 33 years old, I started to have these dreams that were waking me up in the middle of the night. So I went to the library to figure out how to meditate. So I started meditating every day for 20 to 30 minutes in my little whirlpool tub, and yes, I had candles. And I would ask, how might I figure out who's my birth father? I heard, go talk to your doctor. The doctor said, all I can tell you is you have a rare blood type, AB negative. I can tell you your mother's positive because I had to give her that shot. And if you can find out your dad's blood type, you'll know. Then I meditated again and I heard, go talk to his second wife. And all of a sudden I get a call from her. You wouldn't believe it. One day she said, I heard go down in the basement. I went through his things and I found a little brown box. He had donated blood one time.
Wow.
Wow. Positive. And so I knew. Two positives don't make a negative. But here's my point. When you go within and you listen, not only do you get the answers you need, like I got the answer and it led us there, but part of that was breaking through the stronghold, my ego attachment to my mother's validation.
Part of my shift was stepping into the leadership position, the ownership that I'm in and with my business. I just took the course however I thought. Susan encouraged us to listen to our gut and follow the path that we wanted. Did separate me from my other teammates, but that's okay because I'm learning to be a leader and trust my gut and do my own thing.
Don't ignore it. I want you to turn up the volume, put it on the Teletron, okay? And then I want you to look at it with a little more curiosity. And I want you to be like, isn't that interesting?
I mean, it looks like he's okay, so I don't know. I feel like he's okay. I've been worse situations than that. He's sitting up. I don't know. I mean, part of me is like, he's gonna want to deal with this himself.
And
He's
how
not
might
gonna
you
let me.
help him
He
shift?
doesn't want me to help him.
How might you help? That's what you believe, but he's so used to not having other people step in and support him. So again, you're watching all this. So how might you help him shift?
He's fine. I don't know. I'm not worried about him. I'm sorry. I'm not. See, if that were me, I would signal to my husband that I was okay. Like I'm trying to make eye contact with him, and he doesn't care enough about me.
But are you noticing this imprint in you? How you make it all about you?
Yeah, I'm getting there. You know what, Susan? It's hard for me to have extreme compassion for him because I resent him. Because he wasn't there for me for so long. Because he ran away from me.
When I was going through my bankruptcy and trying to save my daughter from her addiction, from dying on her addiction, saying, not under my watch, it was a complete focus that took everything else away from me. And that included I took myself away from Jude at that time. So this was a total focus on my feet, the feeling in my arms. This was a total physical focus, where the other one was gut, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Trying to resolve that, trying to manage it. I would like Jude to support me by saying, you did the best you could, and I'm proud of you. And if you I see the intensity, the focus that you have and your ability to do that. I want your eyes like that with me, on me.
He has life and he has to put his energy into other things. And I don't see that. I just want him to come out of that office and give me the love. So I need to let go of that. And I want to focus on myself now. I need to focus on myself because once I have my own bucket that's filled with the stuff that I want and need, with love and compassion, I don't need it all from John anymore.
But now, when you realize how you're getting in your own way, detachment from that ego, away with you, and you shift by stepping into your ego strength, your power, by asking your intuition, how might we shift this right now?
Starting it didn't seem so difficult until I got to that one side and it got more and more difficult, and I realized I had a choice. So that actually felt good, choosing no, because I normally choose to force myself in situations that don't always feel good because I feel like I have no choice. My gut was like, don't do this. So I came off and I asked if there was another way to go. And he says, yeah, you can go here instead. I can't maybe do that one, but maybe there's ones I can do. So then I went the other way.
Because it was the easier way. The other were very difficult. The completely
And then I was like, well, you can try it. You're like, well, we'll follow you. We could still continue to our capacity felt so good for me. And that's a life lesson.
And I call the ego edging your greatest self out, which I think your greatest self is your intuition. It's that deeper voice within you. But we start operating on like, oh, okay, this is how mom acted. She was always a pleaser. And, dad was this way. And okay, this is how I'm supposed to show up. And we're not even taking the time to go within.
Yeah, and prayed the whole time. God, are you there? I trust. Are you there? I trust.
Yay.
And
continual conversation.
Yes, continual conversation. I did catch myself holding my breath a few times, and then I remembered. Okay, breathe.
Yes, I was listening to my gut. I try some, but if I felt that would be too much for me, I just didn't do this. But I still challenge myself with the one which was middle difficult, I would say.
Middle difficulty?
Yes, and I have a little bit of fear of height and dizziness. So for me, the movement, it's not helping, but yes, it was a challenge, and I love that I did it.
What I took away from this obstacle challenge was how I was able to adjust to my capacity, what felt safe, what my gut was telling me, how to get through the courses that were challenging.
It says I'm not capable of trusting myself, and I grew up in a Catholic home, and there's a very patriarchal system to that, where my dad was the man who wore the pants, and my mom was very friendly and happy, and I never saw them fight. I didn't see them talk about big things. And then I joined the military, and I was raped by my recruiter. And it happened between signing paperwork and raising my right hand. And that's what I really want to shift.
What I want to take from this is to trust in myself more. It was really empowering to do this and to know I could trust myself and trust my gut and to really focus on that.
You were taught to show up and stand still and be quiet and smile even if you didn't feel like smiling. And so that your emotions and your gut were frozen. And when you say, I can't trust myself, that's because that's frozen. Your gut and your emotions are frozen. So you're just living from here in the script that you were told to live. Stand still and be quiet. And what we have to shift is you coming down into your body and you listening to your gut and your heart and trusting that GPS. It's like an inner GPS. It's like a board of directors. Your gut alerts you when something is off. Your heart tells you emotionally what you desire and what you don't desire. And your mind helps you to think of all of the possibilities that exist for you to shift that out here to what you want it to be. But when you take it one step further and you breathe deeply in your gut and you quiet your mind, guess what appears? Your intuition that tells you that just one right way for you. It's that aha knowing. We've all had that. That heightened awareness when something comes to you and you just know, and you get chills up your body and you're like, I don't know how I know, but I just know. Wouldn't you love to be able to live in that kind of alignment? You're giving up control. The scary thing about that is like you can stay in this pattern you're in because you know this pattern and you feel in control of it. But when you meditate and you start surrendering to this voice, it's kind of scary because you're giving up control. It's surrender.
I've shifted!
Lindsay, the scores when you're ready. 4 people that will go on in no particular order for the individual challenge are